What is going on, guys? Joey Suggs here, and welcome to today's video. It's a Sunday. It's going to be a good one, and there is quite a bit of, well, things like this that I want to try out today. So some interesting high protein or just new products that I've kind of seen in the market, and I figure we'll just throw it all into a full day eating Road to Ripped episode. By the way, Road to Ripped episode 16. And I'm really excited to hop into it. All right, so I found this at the gas station the other day when I was buying some energy drinks. It is an energy drink with protein and prebiotics. I'm not totally sure how it's gonna taste. What is this flavor even? Creamsicle, it looks like? Orange cream, yeah. Well, it is definitely the first thing I've had in the morning, so I think my taste buds need a little adjusting. After like the third sip now, it does have the same thing that I've had issues with clear protein in the past. It has like an almost soapy aftertaste. I'm not too sure what causes that, but it seems like a ton of the like clear proteins have them, or like the juice type of proteins. It's not terrible, and I'm definitely still gonna finish this entire thing, but probably wouldn't pick it up again. I don't see a need to have energy drinks with protein when I just have energy drinks in the morning and then protein later on in the day. But it definitely is an interesting product combination. 8 grams of protein, 40 calories, and I think 150 milligrams of caffeine. So if you're someone who doesn't taste that like soapiness after clear proteins, maybe give it a shot. Now, also on the agenda today, I wanna try and make it to Publix, the grocery store by me, and Trader Joe's, to see if they have any new stuff and to just pick up some essentials. But I do have a tea time pretty soon, so we're gonna hit Publix right now and maybe Trader Joe's if we have time. Fingers crossed we can knock it out quick. Now I actually woke up pretty early this morning. It's only 8:30, so there's like no one here. Pretty nice. I always like checking their BOGO stuff first, and they have BOGO C4 and BOGO Ghost energy drinks, so definitely stocking up on this. And I have been having the Goodles a little more often, so I'm gonna get the Shella Good and the Freddie Mac. And I also kind of want to try these little single serve ones to see if they're a little easier to use. I'm gonna grab some sauce to keep at the office. The Kinder's has been really good. I'm not sponsored by Kinder's, but I have been using a ton of their stuff recently. The Gold is solid as well, and I'll keep this one at home. Right across from the sauces were these right here. I haven't had Kodiak cakes in so long, but I used to eat them all the time. So I'm gonna try a couple of them. I'll get the chocolate brownie, blueberry muffin, and a cinnamon roll. I have been loving having bananas, so I'm gonna get a bunch of them. Hopefully they don't go bad before I get to use them all. And I wanna get something that's like a bit of a decent carb source that is not like protein packed or something. So I'm gonna get these Belvitas. I've always kind of enjoyed them, and I feel like they're pretty filling too. I grabbed 6 eggs. I have not been making eggs at all recently, but I always like to have a few fresh ones just in case. Now I came down here looking for the true fruit, the blueberries or the cherries, and they don't have either one, but they do have the strawberries, and they have peanut butter and banana, so I'm gonna try these out. Hopefully pretty solid. I'm also going to re-up on my Path of Life blends. Really, all of them are really solid. Hold on a second, right above that, you get peppers and street corn. I'm gonna try this stuff out and I'll compare it to the Trader Joe's that I normally get. I grabbed some milk. I have not been drinking much milk recently, so I think the whole milk is still gonna be okay. And it's good to have non-expired milk in your fridge whenever you need it. I think for the calories, the Skinny Pop is probably the best option when it comes to like a dessert style popcorn. So I'm gonna grab 2 bags of this. Say hello to adult. Need to grab Natty some dog food. I never know which kind to get her. Hopefully she likes this kind. All right, now I always like to check like the protein aisle to see if there's anything new in there. And I haven't had Quest, really anything in a long time. I kind of want to see if these Quest stack bars are any good. So we'll try one of these out. And it is officially watermelon season in Florida. So I'm gonna grab a small thing of watermelon. Okay, we're back and most things put away. Not gonna have time to go to Trader Joe's before my tea time, but I am now very hungry. And I figured let's have a banana, and we can also try out the Quest bar. I don't know if you've ever had one of these before, but they're pretty solid. And then this bar is pretty interesting. 20 grams of protein, 220 calories. It's a pretty good sized bar. Flavor is brownie a la mode. Here's how the outside is looking. And honestly, that's pretty solid. There's definitely a lot going on. It looks like there's some big Crispies up top, brownie-ish type of layer. and then like the actual protein Krispies on the bottom, all surrounded by chocolate. Now, I wouldn't say this is anything like groundbreaking, but it is a really good next step for Quest. They're always trying to make something new, and I feel like this is a pretty decent addition to that. So not bad at all. And this will be my breakfast for the morning. And when I put it into my Fitness Pal, including the energy drink as well, 375 calories, not too bad there. 29 grams of protein. And I'd say that's a pretty good start to a good Sunday morning. All right, just hit a quick change for golf. We can go ahead, peep the fit up top. A T-Dubs hat, which is a bar that is now closed in Jacksonville, so vintage. This is a Peter Millar that I got one of our suppliers at work. My new Nike golf belt, love this thing. Some Lululemon shorts. These are the Woven Air, of course. Got some Prozee socks on, and then the Crocs will be coming off. And my New Balance golf shoes will be going on. But I figured, do you want to go on a walk? Do you want to go on a walk before I leave and go play golf? Yeah, let's go take a little walk. So I'll be getting my steps in, but it's good for her to get some steps in today as well. I'm probably just gonna walk her for like 10, 15 minutes, and she should be good and tuckered out. All right, walk complete. I'm gonna actually bring an energy crunch bar with me to the golf course just in case snacky out there while I'm playing, but I do need to hurry because I am now running late. All right, people, a quick round of golf done, and it is insanely hot. It was raining this morning and definitely very buggy out, but a nice little 12 holes, and it'll still allow me to be relatively productive, which means now we can head to Trader Joe's. All right, and Trader Joe's does not like me to film in there, so we're gonna not film in there with our normal camera, and we'll do a little iPhone voiceover. All right, and we started in the meat section. I've been getting most of my meats here. This is pretty new though. Some pollo asada chicken thighs sounded really good, so I picked up some of those. We also got some of the chicken shawarma chicken thighs. These are very, very solid. I've had them quite a few times. Also a new one, pesto chicken breast. I don't know if it's new, but I haven't had it yet, so we're gonna try that. And then onto red meat. This sesame beef skirt steak looked very, very good. I think I've had it once before, but I absolutely love their lean ground beef. 96.4 is typically pretty hard to find, so whenever I find it, I buy a bunch of it. And then I was looking at some like potato options. Everything was decent, and then I found these sweet potatoes, and they're pretty much just potatoes cut up, so I want to try these out. And this is a nice little Uncrustable dupe from Trader Joe's. Figured this would be a good one to try out too. And then look, you can see the jasmine rice is pretty much all gone, but this is an absolute staple for me. So I grabbed as many boxes as I possibly could. And I figured let's try a little sweet treat. Celebration cake pretzels. In the protein bar section, they had quite a few good options, some Barabells, some other items. So grabbed a couple of the Barabells bars. And then I have been enjoying these little Go Macro bars for like an energy carb source type of bar. And I also found some Power Crunch. Haven't had those in a while, so grab those too. This buffalo chicken dip looked really solid. I'm gonna try this out later in the video as well. And then one of the main things I came for is their jerky. They were a little low on selection. Their turkey jerky, their beef jerky, all very, very solid, really good macros and great portions. And of course, had to pick up some fire roasted fajita vegetables. Always a good choice. All right, I just got home and put everything away. While I was putting everything away, I was trying the buffalo chicken dip. It's really good. I'm surprised I haven't had it before. I didn't get these trip, but I did get them like a few weeks ago or like a week ago at Trader Joe's. But this right here is pretty nice. It's like a fluffy, creamy dip, but the buffalo ranch seasoning is good. There's little pieces of chicken, and all around I'm pretty satisfied with this. But that's just gonna be a warm up. I wanna have an actual meal since it's getting pretty late in the day. I have the rice packets, and these just go in the microwave for 3 minutes. And then this has been a game changer, having these Costco pre-cooked Chipotle chicken. I've been eating it for the past probably like 3 or 4 days now, and I've just been putting as much as I want into a bowl. This also goes in the microwave. You simply add your rice or whatever else you want to mix it with, and your makeshift basic meal is done. And to go on with it, a bottle of water for hydration. And speaking of hydration, I got a package from Prozee yesterday, and I wasn't expecting it, so I opened it up. And I've come to realize if I'm not expecting it, those are normally the best ones. We got some new products coming. I am very, very happy to see this. So they have new hydration packets. They had something kind of similar before, but they weren't really hydration focused. They were just more like flavoring water focused. But these actually have the like hydration supplements in them. Oh, and they're all sugar free. So each packet is only 10 calories. And I also don't know when these are gonna be live, but probably by the time I'm filming this, they should be. So if you wanna get some new hydration packets, which I use these all the time, check out the first link down below for Prozis. Let's give the tropical a try. Yeah, that's fantastic. It has a very good, strong flavor. It's not overly salty like some of the hydration ones, which I don't mind, but I think some people do. And I think these are gonna be a very, very good addition for Prozis to add to their site. And then there's also a new drop of their protein loops, their protein cereal. I'll probably try these maybe in this video or maybe the next, but they came out with like a cinnamon toast crunch one and it literally tasted like Cinnabon before. So I am really excited to try these too. Let's go ahead and also try our meal. I mean, this is more or less what I've been eating every single night for dinner for the past 4 days. So yeah, it tastes pretty good or I wouldn't be having it that often. Now I normally add some mixed veg and stuff to it, but for this quick meal, not even worth it. But if you can find that chicken from Costco, I'm telling you, if you meal prep, absolute game changer. So easy to throw in so many different meals. All right, and I just put everything into my Fitness Pal for the day. We have the chips and dip plus this right here, 715 calories in that, brought our total up to about 1,100. And we do have 87 grams of protein, so not too shabby at all. And while I'm sat here and I have all this Prozis surrounding me already, I might as well do the Road to Ripped episode number 14 winner giveaway for $150. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have been missing out. Literally anyone who's located in the US who comments on any of my Road to Rip videos has a chance of winning $150 gift card to Prozis. I mean, think about that. We're up to 16 episodes and they've been doing this since like episode 4 or 5. That is a ton of money going out to you guys, going out to my Suggs subscribers. And so I'm really thankful for them. Like I said, if you want to check them out, first link in the description, but let's go ahead and pick a winner from episode number 14. And what I like to do is just scroll all the way through the comments, which there were quite a few really good comments on here. I go through and read them, but I haven't had time to respond to them quite yet. Let's start at the bottom now. 1, 2, here. Looks like a big one. Oh, wow. Okay, this is lucky. As one of the winners, let me tell you, it was rewarding to know I was picked out of so many other comments. I definitely understand the yo-yoing, and then she has a full comment underneath that. Okay, well, she can't win twice, or at least I think that's a little unfair. We gotta let someone else win. Let's scroll up to the top, and we'll do it from the top. And we'll just go one big one in here. And Reina Garcia 8240, white chocolate hazelnut spread is calling my name. So she has 24 hours to respond. If she doesn't, I'll pick someone else. And even if you didn't win this one, you can still get 10% off plus a bunch of free goodies whenever you use my code, which is just Suggs10. Check it out, link down below. I'm going to polish off the rest of this meal. Definitely need to take a shower. And that right there is calling my name. The TV and my Xbox. I bought the new James Bond Starlight game. I was playing a little bit yesterday. It's pretty sick. It is pretty cool. So I definitely want to get a little bit of gaming in, because that's what the weekends are for, right? Rest, relaxation, recovery, and a little bit of hitting the sticks. Well, I have been sat here playing the James Bond game 4 hours. I took a shower. I've been doing some laundry on and off as well, but more or less, I've been glued to the couch. I did have a little snack. I tried some of these like celebration pretzels, but that is no actual dinner. Here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick up tomorrow's video when I get home from work, and that way we'll get our physique update and a really solid dinner recipe with the stuff that we got at the grocery store. All right, and I've decided I wanna get some protein in, so we're gonna use some whey isolate from Prozis. So I'm gonna do like a little over 2 scoops of protein just so I get some protein in today, even though we're not training. So I'm gonna drink this, and then I'm probably just gonna have a little more of the combo I had earlier. For the buffalo chicken dip. And I think it's just gonna be dinner for tonight for me. I wanna keep it simple. It's a Sunday, a nice relaxing Sunday at that. And it's been a really good one. And I just put the protein, everything else in. Honestly, for the day, we ended up pretty solid considering. My dinner, I'm like about to just sit down and kind of munch while I watch TV or something. Will put us at 1,980 calories, so right under 2,000 calories for the day. 171 grams of protein. Not terrible for an off training day. And I have been pretty good about getting my protein in for the past like week or so, which I'm really excited to share in the Physique update tomorrow. And with that, it's gonna be 20 hours for me and about 2 seconds for you. And just like that, guess who's home from work the next day? Just let this little girl outside to go potty and is ready to start a workout. Do you want to work out? Yeah. Do you want to hang out in the garage and work out? Good girl. Good girl. And we are going to be hitting, let's do a chest day today. I haven't worked out in 2 days, so really the whole world is my oyster, but I feel like chest day would be a good day to start the week with. Nice little warm up done, and now we're gonna work in to our chest day. And the first thing we're gonna do is an incline chest press on this RipFit machine. I really like the movement for this on incline, and I'm actually gonna take it a little bit light. This is my first main movement. I wanna start light, slowly work up, and still do like somewhere around that like 8 to 10 rep range. But we are gonna do 2 warm-up sets and 3, maybe 4 working sets here. So we're gonna be spending a lot of time getting a lot of reps in, and it should make our upper chest and shoulders nice and plump to start us out. Incline press done. Now I'm gonna move on to a barbell flat bench. And I was warming up to do sets of 225, but honestly, 185 was feeling pretty heavy. So I think what I'm gonna do is do pause reps with 185 and just go, well, I don't wanna go to failure since I'm not working out with anyone today, but I'm gonna try and get at least like 6, I think. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I did not feel very strong on the couple warm-up sets that I've done so far. Oh, yeah, that is not feeling great. We'll cover what the weight is doing in just a little bit, but the strength is definitely flatlining. All right, my chest is very much in pain. I took the shirt off, why not? And I am now back on this Gorilla RipFit machine, and we're gonna be doing some Viking presses. I'm looking more for a good squeeze at the top of the rep than anything here, so I'm gonna keep the weight relatively light and focus on that squeeze. And we'll end up doing 4 sets here. And I'm actually gonna superset this movement with a tricep movement, and I'm gonna use this like ProZ's rope attachment and just do tricep push downs. The goal here is just pure exhaustion. So I want the weight relatively high, and I'm just gonna go for overall burnout reps. We're gonna do 3 sets to failure of those burnout reps. And honestly, that'll probably be good for the triceps today. All right, people, workout done. Pretty solid. I was a little on and off, and I had a little bit of a tummy ache, but all around pretty good. Let's go ahead and get into the physique. All right, people, let's talk about it straight away. This is definitely the best I've looked so far on Road to Ripped, and we have the stats to back it up. Let's go ahead and look at the weight. So this morning, look at that, 202.8. Yesterday when I started this video, 204.4, and we kind of fluctuated around 204 for most of the week. Let's look at the month view, because this is where it starts to make sense. All the way up at 210 at the beginning of the month, and then just a pretty consistent decline. Oh, I didn't know you could scroll. Can you do that over here too? Oh, that's nice. I didn't know you could do that. And just a pretty consistent way down. A little bit weird through the middle of the week, but back down very nicely to the 208 or 202.8 this morning. Let's go ahead and look at body fat percentage. Whoa, this is definitely the first time we've been under 10% body fat this Road to Rip. That was 10.1, that second lowest. I definitely see a big difference in the physique over the past like 2 weeks. Me just being consistent during the week. I haven't even been like super consistent on the weekends. I've still been enjoying myself, still going out with like when Perry was in town or with friends or whatever. I definitely am noticing that difference, and I do think this under 10% or maybe right around 10% is probably pretty accurate. Definitely still holding the fat in like my like lower abdominal, but all around, it's definitely getting a little better. Let's look at muscle mass. And yeah, this is about right. I think my muscle mass has probably been relatively flat. I'm definitely not as full as I have been in previous Road to Rips. And my strength, like I noticed earlier in this workout, has definitely not increased at all. If anything, I might be getting a little bit weaker. Let's check out the body composition report. So right here, the segmental fat analysis, very, very true. I'm definitely holding more fat in my trunk. I have not moved from muscular to lean and muscular. That's what I'm going for, but maybe we'll get there soon. I have no idea where this optimal weight is, but I definitely don't want to be that low. I'm thinking like high 190s, or even like just kind of staying around like 200 and maybe just losing a little bit more body fat. And by the way, I have made a date for Road to Ripped End, and that is gonna be 4th of July. We have one more month to grind, and I'm really excited to do that. All right, let's hop into MyFitnessPal here, and we'll just quickly review today. So we're already at 1,200 calories. Let's go back to the last time we filmed, which I'm pretty sure May 20th. Since then, we've been doing pretty solid as far as calories go. Probably averaging somewhere around like 2,100 or 2,000 for the most part. And the protein's been pretty high as well. Yesterday we were a little low, but today I think we're gonna do a really good job of hitting our protein and calories as we finish off the rest of the day. All around, I am feeling very, very happy with the progress on Road to Ripped over the past few weeks. And I'm excited to see what we can do in the next month before the finale. But I am gonna take Natty on a quick walk. She's been going crazy like during the whole workout, so I think she needs to blow off some steam. And I just got the walk in, the shower in, and for dinner, I'm gonna try out a couple things. One are these pollo asada chicken thighs from Trader Joe's. I have not tried these yet. And then we'll do a combo of the Pura Vida roasted corn and the fajita peppers. And I'm just gonna go for like a one pan meal prep type of meal. See how it turns out. All right, so I'm gonna add my chicken thighs, but I'm gonna try and cut them up into smaller pieces so they cook a little more evenly. And while that cooks, I'm gonna go ahead and make my protein for the day. And as this continues to cook, we can add some corn. I'm gonna try and do about half the bag of each of these and some of the fajita peppers. And then I can just mix everything around in here together. All right, and the final step of this is going to be adding in some rice. And we're just gonna do the Trader Joe's bagged rice we got yesterday. Once again, this can just go into our mixture, and I'll give everything a big old stir. And just like that, we have our bowl for tonight and the other half left for dinner tomorrow. Ooh, okay, and I am honestly really excited for this. The rice like soaked up the juices from the pan. I mean, you already saw it, but it's a really good looking bowl right there. Let's dive on in. Oh yeah, that's really, really good. Immediately, I can say I do like the Pura Vida fajita peppers better than the Trader Joe's. They're like a little thinner, better cut up, have a little more flavor to them. I'm sure they are like 3 times more expensive, but purely based on flavor, they're really, really good. The chicken thighs are phenomenal. They're really tender, nicely seasoned. I did not add any seasoning to this meal at all, just the ingredients, and it tastes incredible. Highly recommend this one, and it's nice that I have another meal that I can just quickly toss in the microwave tomorrow for dinner too. The meal itself was only about 500 calories, which I think is really, really solid. I added the protein in there too, so all in all, 750 calories. And I feel like this is a good size meal, definitely gonna be very filling as well. And I know I haven't filmed all day today, but if you wanna just see where we're at right now, 194 grams of protein with 1,943 calories. So we're doing really, really nice there. And I am actually going to work a little bit while I eat this. I'm gonna finish up editing Road to Ripped episode number 15 so we can get that out and we can pick a winner in episode 17 of Road to Ripped. So I'm gonna eat, work, clean, digest, and then we'll talk about dessert. Well, I just looked up at the time after finishing editing a little bit. It's almost 11 p.m. I did get everything cleaned up. I had like a few of these little celebration cake batter things, pretzels. They're all right from Trader Joe's. And I really, really wanted to give these protein loops a shot in this video, but I'm gonna have to save it for the next one because I am exhausted and ready for bed. I hope you guys enjoyed this Road to Ripped episode. Get your comments down below for the Prozies giveaway. And I am very excited to see you in the next one. Peace.
If you rockin' with it, put your hands up.